Our big story at 11, after months of campaigning, now you decide. Voters are headed to the polls to decide who will be our next president. We have live reports coming from Boston and Chicago. We also have team coverage of the high voter turnout as Wisconsin is a battleground state. Laura Langamo watching things in Brookfield. But first we start with Angelica Duria live downtown in the city of Milwaukee. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Kim. Polls have been open for 4 hours now. A very busy day here at the Zeidler Municipal Building. So far, 900 people have cast their ballots. And to give you a comparison, I covered the same story back in the June recall election. 700 people voted at that same time. So a very high turnout today. Some voters even waited overnight to make their vote count. What time did you show up today?
I was here about 3:30.
Jamie Elder was the first person in line to cast his ballot in downtown Milwaukee. But even before the polls opened, the lines wrapped around the hallway, more than 200 people deep.
Approximately 15 minutes.
Half hour.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, a little bit, yeah, a little longer.
The line to register taking much longer than expected, but even with the long wait, city election officials reported no problems with machines. A smooth process, even for first-time voter Nate Bonich. Why did you hold out until now?
Probably just thought my vote didn't matter, and this year I feel strongly about who I voted for.
The Government Accountability Board is predicting a 70% turnout among eligible voters in Wisconsin. That's roughly 3 million people statewide. That's on par with voting trends back in 2004. But voters say this election much more intense in this battleground state.
Most important day of our lifetime.
For me, it's the whole civil rights movement. I have a cause, I have a reason, I have a purpose.
Juanita Brown voted for President Obama just like last election.
Because I think he's not done. I think that he needs to finish his mission, and I think that he's going in the right direction.
Others, though, want change.
I voted for Romney, no doubt about it. I think he's a strong leader. I think he'll get us back on both economic solid standing and internationally.
But for whomever they vote for, they say one thing is clear. Vote for your voice to be heard.
No matter who wins, people are always going to be unhappy, but if you want to complain, you got to vote. It's your right.
Now, in just the last few moments, you can see behind me there is a van here. Election officials have brought extra ballots. That just goes to show you how high turnout could be. Right now, there is no line, no waiting at the Zeidler Municipal Building, but of course that could change, especially after work. We may remember back in June during that recall election, the lines were very long even after the polls closed at 8 p.m. So be prepared to wait a little longer if you do plan to vote after work. Also, there are election observers as well as special agents with the Department of Justice at specific polling places to ensure election integrity efforts. Reporting live in downtown Milwaukee, Angelica Duria, Fox 6 News.
Angelica, thanks. Milwaukee election officials say they are expecting a record turnout today, but so far